Welcome to the Deep Dive. Here to help you get up to speed on the really fast-moving world of AI. Today we're looking at something quite striking, this real tension. You've got incredibly fast development in agentic AI, butting right up against, well, rising caution around the globe. We've got tech breakthroughs that honestly feel like sci-fi side by side with a serious reality check on how people actually feel about it all. And to help us unpack this, I'm joined by our expert.
Hi there. Yeah, that tension you mentioned, capability versus consequence, that's exactly what we're digging into today.
So our mission here is to explore these new enterprise AI tools, understand that global feeling from a huge new poll, and then look at what the big players are planning long term, especially in science.
Sounds good. Let's jump right in with the tech side.
Okay, let's start with Anthropic. There's this analogy going around, feels like something from The Matrix, about AI agents downloading capabilities. It's tied to their new skills feature for Claude. How exactly are they packaging up knowledge like this for businesses?
Well, the focus seems to be heavily on making it easy for companies to feed their own specific knowledge into the AI. Skills are basically folder-based packages. So a company can bundle up, say, internal instructions, code snippets they use, reference docs, all into these packages. And Claude, it just loads them dynamically when it needs them for a task.
Right, so the AI isn't like preloaded with every single company manual ever. It just grabs the right instructions when needed. But how does that actually work without slowing things down? Isn't loading big chunks of info dynamically a bit risky for performance?
That's a good point. They use a mechanism they call progressive disclosure. It sounds smart. Claude first just sees the names and maybe short descriptions of the available skills. It only actually loads the heavy stuff, the full scripts, the detailed documents, when it decides, okay, this specific skill is necessary right now. That's supposed to keep it efficient for, large-scale use.
Okay, that makes sense for streamlining things. But what if a team needs a really custom skill? Like maybe mixing brand guidelines with some complex financial report templates. Is building that easy? Or do you need, specialist coders?
No, apparently not. User-friendliness was a big goal, it seems. Companies can build these custom skills using an interactive assistant, sort of a skill creator. So you don't need to be editing files manually or have deep coding skills. And importantly, multiple skills can apparently work together smoothly in one go, like combining those brand rules and finance templates you mentioned.
The real takeaway here, then, is that this simplifies getting that really specific, complex company knowledge into the AI, right? To the point where it enables, well, true agent-like abilities within the organization.
Precisely. It's about packaging expertise in a more accessible way folders, not just abstract code. That feels like a significant step for making AI agents practical in the business world.
The speed is just incredible on the tech side. But then you look at the global picture, and maybe that speed is causing more worry than excitement. The tech's racing ahead, but it feels like the world's kind of tapping the brakes.
It really does feel that way. And the complexity of things like these skills underlines why we need that broader view, beyond just the tech enthusiasts. There's a new Q Research poll that gives us exactly that perspective. They talked to over 28,000 adults across 25 countries. And the main finding, it's pretty clear globally, concern about AI's rise is generally outweighing the excitement.
Wow. What really jumps out from those numbers? Where's the anxiety highest?
Well, interestingly, you see quite a bit of anxiety in countries where AI exposure is already pretty high. Places like the US, Italy, Australia, Greece. Around half the people surveyed there expressed anxiety. It's almost like the more you see it, the more concerns you might have, which contrasts with the most optimistic countries, Israel, South Korea, and Sweden.
That difference is really telling, isn't it? Maybe optimism follows seeing it work well at scale, rather than leading the way. What about trust and regulation? Who do people think can manage this?
Yeah, the trust aspect showed big differences. The EU came out on top as the most trusted regulatory body. About 53% had confidence there. That's quite a bit higher than the US, which was around 37%, and China, which was lower still, at 27%.
And did age play a role in how people felt?
Oh, absolutely. Younger adults, say under 35, were consistently more aware of AI and also more optimistic compared to those over 50. So this poll, it really helps temper that pure tech excitement and grounds us in where the wider world actually stands right now.
Okay, so if the Pew poll is the global reality check, let's shift focus again. Let's look at the long game, the strategic research side, moving away from current workflows and public feelings towards fundamental science. What's OpenAI up to in its research division?
This really shows they're playing a multi-front game, kind of like Google. It's not just about consumer products like Sora, their video tool. They're positioning themselves as foundational scientific players, too. They just announced hiring Alex Lupsaska, a theoretical physicist, as the first academic researcher for this new division called OpenAI for Science.
A theoretical physicist. That signals a pretty high-level ambition, doesn't it? What's the ultimate goal there?
The core aim, they say, is to position AI as the next great scientific instrument. They want to blend these large AI models with scientific tools to really accelerate discoveries. Think maths, quantum theory, physics, basically automating the really hard parts of research.
And there was an anecdote from Lupsaska himself, wasn't there? Something that really convinced him.
Yeah, apparently quite a compelling one. He mentioned that GPT-5 Pro, presumably an internal, more powerful version, solved a physics problem in under 30 minutes that had taken him days of work. He said that experience just completely changed his perspective on AI's potential role in fundamental research. It suggests these underlying models are way more capable than what we see publicly. And OpenAI's VP, Kevin Weil, sort of confirmed this. He revealed GPT-5 has already shown limited novel research abilities in areas like math, quantum theory, and biology. So yeah, they're definitely pushing the discovery frontier, not just product updates.
Okay, so that covers the three big themes: Anthropic's practical skills, the global sentiment check, and OpenAI's deep science push. Now, maybe let's slow the pace a bit and cover the other key updates and trending tools shaping the AI landscape right now.
All right, let's do some quick hits. Starting with Microsoft, they seem to be really turbocharging Windows 11 with more hands-free AI Copilot stuff. They're testing Copilot actions. The idea is the AI can handle more complex tasks for you, like booking a restaurant or ordering groceries, maybe just using your voice.
And Copilot Vision, the feature that can read and analyze what's on your screen, that's rolling out more widely now too. Okay, shifting to strategy. OpenAI, they're reportedly pitching a sign-in with ChatGPT feature. Why is another login button a big deal?
Well, it's potentially a really powerful strategic move. Think about it. It positions ChatGPT right alongside Google or Facebook as a core internet identity layer. Whoever controls that login potentially controls data flow, how new AI features get distributed across other apps. It's a serious play for, foundational market control.
Definitely one to watch. Meanwhile, the talent shuffle continues. We saw a notable departure from Apple Qiang, an AI search executive, is reportedly heading over to Meta.
In Anthropics, sticking with the enterprise theme, just launched Microsoft 365 integration for Claude. So Claude can now directly access data in SharePoint, Outlook, Teams, deeper integration for businesses.
Okay, what about developers? Cognition released something called SWE Grip.
Yeah, SWE Grep and a mini version. This is quite significant for coders. These models apparently speed up finding relevant context within large code bases by about 10 times, without losing accuracy. So imagine searching through massive amounts of code much, much faster. That's a big time saver.
Got it. Now, video generation. There were rumors about Google's Veo 3.1.
Yeah, but maybe temper expectations slightly. Google Labs' own creative director, Harry Dobre, suggested the rumors might have been a bit overhyped. He described it more as a partial upgrade than some revolutionary leap.
Okay, but OpenAI is still updating Sora, their video tool.
Yes, the Sora 2 app got some new features. There's a storyboards feature now, presumably for planning out video sequences, and they've increased the maximum length you could generate to 25 seconds.
All right, let's quickly run through some other trending tools people are looking at right now. What's hot?
Okay, rapid fire. We're seeing Claude 4.5 Haiku, that's Anthropic's newer, smaller, more cost-effective model, getting traction. Veo 3.1 from Google, despite the hype check, is still relevant.
Also, Runway apps, these are like mini tools focused on specific image and video tasks. And Strawberry, which calls itself a self-driving browser for AI automation of web tasks.
Then for business folks, Fundable is trending, uses AI to find real-time funding signals from thousands of sources. Passlet is another one focused on automating business processes with AI agents.
And just for fun.
Androidify lets you turn a selfie or just a text prompt into one of those unique Android bot avatars. Bit of novelty there.
We've covered a lot. AI agents loading expertise, big tech aiming for scientific breakthroughs, and a global public feeling, well, pretty cautious about it all. What's the final thought you want to leave people mulling over today?
Well, think about this. If AI is genuinely becoming this next great scientific instrument, solving physics problems in minutes, and at the same time, complex, specialized knowledge is being loaded in to business systems using tools like Anthropic Skills. How is public feeling, which that Pew poll shows is currently leaning towards concern, going to shift once the practical, maybe undeniable usefulness of all this downloaded knowledge becomes just normal, part of everyday life and work? Will the utility eventually outweigh the anxiety?
That really is the core question, isn't it? Watching that conflict play out. Thank you for walking us through all of this complex material, and thank you for tuning in. If this deep dive helped you get informed quickly, please do follow us and maybe share it with others who could use the shortcut. We really appreciate you listening.